Joined back now with our good friends Stefan Jawinski and Alex Laliberté, also known as Pique Alex. Welcome to the show, guys. How are you today? Let's start off with Stefan.
I'm doing fantastic. I hope everyone else is too.
Yes, we're doing great. And yourself, Alex?
Super good. Thank you.
Excellent. Guys, we're going to talk about the most important thing, the fight demo of the Warmonger, because this is what the players are going to be experiencing from a molecular level, if I could say that way. So before we get into it, we got a bunch of videos and a special shout out to Max, who did 35 videos recorded for this pre-recorded segment. So a major shout out to Max, just a great work. So
you said he was playing the second controller with his feet somehow.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's actually insane. The guy's a magician. So if we can get some, I love you, Max, in the chat. That'd be fantastic, and it'll make his day as we start in. So again, guys, before we get into the videos, the 35 videos that Max did for us, what can you tell us about this character at a high level? Maybe a couple of words to describe it. Alex or Stefan, whichever one wants to give it a go. Just a few words on this different and menacing character.
Tyrant, war, I guess.
Fantastic.
That would solve it. Savagery, maybe. Dominance.
Oh, okay, I love it. Okay, sweet. So that being said, the Warmonger, of course, just to give a little bit of background on this character, we spoke about the narrative just before this, but this is a knight hero, and it's obviously drawing on the fact that we have the Apollyon hero. What can you tell us about this hero and maybe some of the basic chains to start us off?
Yeah, quick backstory. I mean, you guys know the Warden. You guys know Apollyon was a Warden with ++ on top. And then basically Astria and the Warmongers are like, well, what if we twisted one more degree over off to the side? And we're super amazing on their own. So that's what's happening. And you're about to see the Knight Vanguard in action.
Fantastic. Let's take a look at the emote just to start off right now. This is a first taste of what you will experience and what you can show off to the others. But let's get into her chains, starting with the first video maybe, and tell us a little bit about her kit.
All right, so she's a Vanguard, so it's pretty simple. We start off with light, heavy. The last heavy has hyper armor, uninterruptible stance. So, and then we can go to the next chain, which would be.
Light heavy a second ago. That was light heavy.
It's still light heavy, but now we can see that the lights are enhanced, so they're not interrupted on block, basically. Woohoo, offense!
Yeah, exactly. So super cool. Light heavy, light heavy, and heavy are the stuff you're seeing there.
Yeah.
Peculiarities, uninterruptible stance on the finisher, as you saw, and all the lights through the chain are not stopped on block, which you'll see will be very interesting in a moment.
Indeed. So to the last chain. Oh yeah, we can see we can chain off the zone attack as well. And finally, you can chain off the sprint attack. And then beautiful execution, sharp claws, easy.
Okay, she really reaches in there. All right, that's no joke.
I love her.
She's so cool. Okay, cool. That's the basic chain. And now we're looking at a Praying Claw.
Yeah, which is basically a variable timing bash. As you can see, it's available after the light, so it's pretty important that our lights are enhanced for this reason. And you can also do it off a side dodge and front dodge.
Yep, so either light basically accesses this one, so you can see that it's really interesting. She's got a lot of intros to her chain and her pressure. You could do zone light and then access this. You could do sprint attack, light access this, heavy light access this, light accesses, dodge accesses. Super cool. And
even of her.
Go ahead.
Even of her other special moves that we're gonna see in a second.
Exactly, and as you see in the claw, you can feint it as well. So what's this now?
So this is Beast of Prey. It's based of one of Apollyon's move from the campaign. The one from the campaign was completely unusable at like 1500 MS, I think. So what we
still
did
wreck
is
people in Tyrant's test, but
yeah. But yeah, so here we can say it's accessible from a dodge. So it's basically just a side slash after a dodge that is unblockable. It's got good trajectories. It's a bit slow, but at least you can feint it. You can chain off of it. And because of the trajectories, it should be pretty decent in group fights.
yep, it'll definitely cause pressure even when she's just near you. So that's really cool.
All right. And then we got the front dodge heavy, which is basically a top attack, but as you can see from the blue feedback, it's undodgeable. So those pesky roller are not gonna get away from you.
Oh no! How am I gonna get away?
You can't stay here or whatever she yells.
I'll just die.
Yeah.
Basically, that's a hope, yeah. But yeah, and of course it chains into your light or your heavy as others. And as you saw there, it can be feinted.
Everything can be feinted. Oh, and now we got the Impale, which is accessible after parry, kind of similar to the Lawbringer. So what's interesting with that is that it doesn't do a lot of damage unless there's a wall, in which case, boom, plus 20 bleed damage. So that deals a lot if you position properly. You can also ledge with it, obviously. And yeah, it's pretty savage.
Yep, she's got one more cool version here.
So we know it kind of sucks if with your Lawbringer you parry someone, they fall on the ground, you try to impale, nothing happens. So she has a version in that case, which will always do the wall splat version basically. So you're always gonna apply that extra bleed damage if they're out of stam or if you're in revenge.
I feel like this is a good gank opportunity.
I mean,
that's the shaman in me talking.
You gotta time it because you can't quite do it when they're on the wall in the claw. But, yes, afterwards, feel free to wreck them there.
Oh, so I think we're gonna see a beautiful execution.
Oh god!
Shout out to the animation team.
Oh, right in the head.
Oh, let's go.
It replaces the spine with the sword. That's what's happening, right? It's a shish kebab.
It's like surgical, right?
Yeah, 100% shish kebab right there. Sorry, I'm hungry. Okay, so that's basic moveset, but now let's get into the feats, and this is the tier 1 feat right now that we're seeing, correct?
So this is pretty brutal. We did a lot of iteration on all of our feats. So as you can see, I don't know if you guys recognize it, but it looks like Nusha's feat 4, but it's a feat 1. But how it works actually is that you apply a coating of a poison thing on your blade.
Corruption, potentially.
Yeah. From the dragon. Yes.
And,
on brand. Awesome.
if you manage to hit someone within the time limit, which is 15 seconds in this, you will apply corruption to them, which means that it will create an AoE around them, and for as long as one of their friends is inside this AoE, everybody will take damage.
So
However,
you can see this particular video real quick. The raider is moving away from his friend.
Yeah.
So at first they're taking damage, and now they're apart, so no longer do either take damage.
exactly.
So it can split up the fight. So as soon as somebody gets hit, they want to back away from their teammates because or else at that stage everybody's getting hurt. So you completely isolate them with this corruption in the first feat.
Exactly. So don't be like this Kensei and walk into your friend.
That is literally me right there. That's the controlling that Kensei for the rest of my days.
Obviously, it works in Minion because they're your allies, right?
Yeah. Of course.
So,
oh my god.
Wow.
They just pop. Oh my god. Like popcorn. Holy crap.
So don't play like the raider. Just try to get away, roll away from the lane, roll away from your friends, and don't be dumb and get your whole team killed.
yeah,
That's insane. And so just to stay on this, is that this must really be shaping the fight in a very different way, in the sense that, like, you know, usually we have tools to kind of enhance the combat, but now you're allowing players to well, at least the players of the Warmongers, to literally evaporate kind of that ganking situation. Is that kind of the goal with this character?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, she's not as afraid of a 1v2. If you try to send 2 guys to kill her, she can put on this Corruption Blade. If she hits 1 person, suddenly she's going to stall you guys out. You guys have to back off. At least one of you has to back off. And then if she can get revenge after that, she's going to be one of the longest surviving characters in those gank situations.
So she's going to be great for like clutch situations in Dominion when you need to stay alive and you're waiting on that revive or whatever it is.
Exactly. This is going to be a super cool tool for that. You're going to see those 1v3s and 1v4s with this character. Those little hype videos that people do are going to happen. That's going to be cool. And at the same time, you're going to have to think twice. Should I fight this Warmonger in the lane? Should I 2v1 this Warmonger on a capture point? She has a lot of ability to control the pace of the fight and space, which is going to be really interesting.
Insane.
Okay, so what do we have here? I think we're in tier 2.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So our tier 2 and 3 aren't doing anything by themselves. What they do is that they give Warmonger a passive ability whenever she's fighting somebody that is corrupted. So in this case, Feat 2 means that you're healing a portion of the damage that you're doing to a corrupted target. So as you see on the Warmonger life bar right now, she's healing off the damage that corruption is doing.
Wow. Okay.
So she's going to be low here.
Yeah, so here, as you can see, the Kensei is corrupted, but they don't have any friends around them, right? So normally they would be safe. But in this case, because Warmonger has her Feat 2, as you can see on her life bar, she's healing a portion of the damage that she's doing, which gives her an advantage in the 1v1 if she's fighting a corrupted target.
Right, so it's a corrupted target. That's the condition, basically.
Yes.
So just to come back on the corruption, like to make people corrupted, this is you activate the feat, and then from there you get 1 chance to land a hit within the, I'm assuming, the time frame that's allocated for that first feat. Is that it?
So to be super clear there, it's you get 1 application of it, and you have to apply it within the time, which is like 15 seconds or something.
Okay.
So if you hit 1 person, it's consumed and it's on them.
Exactly.
You can't hit 2 different people.
But you do have 15 seconds to do that. It's not just 1 code, and if it gets blocked, then after that, like, you know, you're basically screwed as the Warmonger. You didn't get your chance.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
That's right.
Understood.
Blocking doesn't apply it, but you could get block, and then a hit, and then you're in.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. So that's Feat 3. So what it does is that it makes the Warmonger do more damage to a corrupted target. So as you can see from the life bar on both Kensei, the one on the right has Feat 3 active, which means that her heavy is doing more damage. And yeah, that's pretty straightforward. It also means that your corruption damage is going to be higher. So if you compare both left and right having access to the feat, you see that it's doing slightly more damage and will kill the target.
I see. Jesus.
All right, Feat 4. This one's spicy. So that's Corruption Blast. So Feat 1 is made to corrupt 1 target. This one is made for a bigger thing, let's say.
So here you can see it's like an AoE basically. It blasts everyone in the AoE. Here we're only hitting the first target, the only Tiandi right in front of us, not the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that basically just does the same thing as if you were to hit them with your Feat 1 in this scenario. But what we're aiming at is hitting multiple person with it.
Oh,
because as you can see, the corruption AoEs overlaps, so it deals double damage. So the more people you catch, the more they stay around, the more damage they're gonna take.
So just
Cheers is getting excited.
Tiandis have it, right? So
then they
both Tiandis are
overlap
like-
in the AoEs.
Yes,
and you're saying that the damage over and they can triple now. You're telling me it's triple. Are you kidding me? Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my corruption hurts you and me, and your corruption hurts you and me. So
Oh my god.
Don't
And that
stack
could go up to 4 people.
Of course.
Of course. Let's take a look. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, and so in this scenario, like, you should not stay around your friends, because if she has her feat 2 as well, she's gonna basically heal off everything that you guys are doing to her. So just accept that you're corrupted and send one person to fight her.
As you see there, like, Warmonger's actually getting hit once in a while, but she ends up nearly at full health at the end of it. Everybody's dead except for one Tiandi, who I want to say got lucky. That didn't seem strategic to me.
Oh, you see him? He's running away.
Yeah, I think he runs back, strangely. So they're smart. Stay away, and then come back too early. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That's it.
crazy.
Space it. Don't 4-stack against a Warmonger, because
Yeah, I can see that. It's not an advantageous position to be put in. So, okay, so basically the anti-ganker of For Honor has been introduced to the game with the Warmonger. I'm kind of curious, is that, you know, now that we've taken a look at the full kit, we've got all of the feats. For you guys, how does this kind of shape